is really, really good. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with the customer service that I got in returning this. I'm so happy with the condition it's come in, and was it all worth it? Probably, yeah. Hello guys, and welcome back to Retro Smash TV. I'm getting myself ready. We are heading to CEX. I'm meeting up with Retro Shiznik. I am going to be taking back this PS Vita that we unfortunately lost out on the CEX roulette. There is a PS Vita in the store that I'm actually heading to, so I'm hoping I can just take that back, return it, get my voucher back, and then purchase the PS Vita from this store. So I'm specifically going to this particular CEX for that very reason. I also have a small stack here of PS4 games that are not wanted, that I don't want anymore, that I'm going to trade in, try and build up that voucher once again, because there is a game that I've got my eye on. I won't get the full amount of what I need for that particular game, so we will probably head into charity shops, just see if I can pick up anything that I can trade in to bump it up to the £45 that I need in the voucher, so that I can get the game that I want. So yeah, let's go. Right, so I finally got here. Unfortunately, I have missed Retro Shiznik because he was only doing a flying visit and I got stuck in traffic due to roadworks and burst water mains. So I'm hoping today's not going to turn into a bad day for me, to be honest, because yeah, it's not started off well, but hopefully we're going to go and check this PS Vita out, take this one back, get the voucher back, and hopefully we're going to pick up this PS Vita, because I'm ready to rock and roll with it. So I'm going to put some music on, we're going to rock out, get the dad vibes going. You know what time it is. Let's go. Happy days, we now have a PS Vita in so much better condition. I'm going to head home now, get it set up, get it charged up, and I'll show you it. Hello guys, we're now back from our little CEX trip, and we are not empty-handed today. So right at the beginning I said I was going to be taking back that PS Vita that CEX sent me in the post, that come in a horrible condition that I wasn't satisfied with. So I headed over to my very local CEX, and I explained to them the situation, that I wasn't happy with the condition. Now, I was talking to a number of staff in there about condition of consoles, etc. And it was a 50-50 split between the staff members of the condition of this unit. So this just goes to show that it is staff dependent on what condition they deem a item is in. So when I got to the till, I showed the guy behind the till the PS Vita, and he automatically said, yes, that should have been discounted. I don't blame you for wanting to return it. It then got put through testing. So when you return a console, what they have to do is they have to test the console just to make sure that you haven't broken it or there's nothing wrong with it before they're going to put it back out on the shelf. So the person who was testing it, they said that they would have put that through as unboxed. However, the manager wasn't having that, and the PS Vita was getting sent directly back to the shop that it come from. Now, I was told what shop it come from. I'm not going to reveal what shop it come from. All I will say is it is based up north, and it seems that the condition quality does vary between north and south. So I'm based in Essex. I only go off of the condition requirements of my local CEXs that I take consoles into to trade in. So just the other week, my Nintendo DS got marked down because there was some tiny scratches upon the screen where you use the stylus. I accepted that. That was fine. I've had Xbox 360s go in that are discounted because of some bits wrong with the controllers. So that's my experience. I won't be ordering any consoles again from CEX online. That is a definite 100% not happening. I'm quite happy to order games and stuff like that because for the most part I've had really good success, especially last week with the condition of the games that came on the PS4 and PS5. So that's not going to put me off, but consoles, definitely not going to be doing that. I'd rather see it in person. So I did get refunded, which was a bit of a faff in the end anyway, because for some reason it took an hour for the refund voucher to come onto to my email. So I literally had to wait around in CEX. I was waiting around in CEX for about an hour for it to come. I hope you enjoyed the footage at the beginning. I decided that I rewatch a lot of the my old videos back just to see what frame of mind I was in at that time and what games I'm basically picking up. I pick up the games that I'm interested in. So just if you watch it and you see the montages, I don't just pick up like random games. I literally pick up games that I'm interested in. So it reminds me that I've picked this up because I'm interested in it at the time. What I usually do whilst I'm in CEX is I pick a game up. I'll quickly go onto YouTube and literally watch a quick trailer just to see if it's a game that I'd be interested in. And there was a couple of games that I did actually pick up that looked really, really good. So I've left the footage in there, obviously for your entertainment, but it's also for my benefit as well, because when I rewatch it back and I can't remember what the gameplay footage was, I can always refer back to the videos. So a couple of games that I did pick up that I was interested in was I always have trouble pronouncing game names unless it's really simple, and Indica, which is a horror game. I don't know too much about it apart from you're a nun. I think it's based loosely around sort of Russia, and it's a horror game, but I like the aesthetic look of the game. Again, I don't know too much about it just from the videos that I watched. The PS Vita games, so Gravity Rush and Teslagrad are two games I wanted for the PS Vita, so they are both games that would be right up my street. Evil West. Now, Evil West, I do really, really want to purchase, and I regret now not picking that game up because I've played it for about half an hour on Xbox Game Pass when it was on there, and I really, really did enjoy it. It's got like, it's such a strange concept of a game. You're sort of like a cowboy in the future, and you just go around blowing up shit basically, and it just looks so cool. Again, the colors just really pop. The protagonist just looks so cool, just the way he looks. So Evil West I do regret not picking up. What else was there? Oh, the one that surprised me the most that I think I'd really enjoy playing is the Alien game. I recently found the Aliens films on the Disney app, so I've been watching through them because I haven't watched them since like the 90s, and oh my god, I'm hooked on Aliens. I just love Aliens, so I'm definitely going to be looking at picking that game up in the next couple of weeks. Unfortunately, because I'm now collecting PS4 and PS5, it's going to get expensive for me, so the collection is probably going to slow down, because as you're aware, what I do is buy underpriced valued video games. I trade them into CEX for a higher price so that I can get the games that I want. So yeah, so that is kind of my thinking around that and the games. I was again tempted by Rugrats. However, the game in the Rugrats game in CEX is £35, and that's a second-hand copy. I feel like I can probably wait a period of time and get that cheaper elsewhere, so like Vinted or eBay or somewhere like that. So I am going to hold off on getting Rugrats. However, it is a game I really want to get. So yeah, that was my thought process. We then did head to another CEX, my other local CEX, which was Harlow. I did that on the Sunday, and I walked away with a game. So I mentioned at the beginning I had some games to trade in. So I did trade those in, and I got £35. And I did already have a voucher in my bag for £10. So we had £45, which was what is needed for the game that I wanted to get, and it is an absolute 80s iconic classic. It's a cult classic franchise, and the game that I picked up was Transformers Devastation. Now this game is a very short game. You can control different Transformers, and you just go around fighting, but I really like the art style of it. It's just very simple, but very detailed. And growing up as a kid in the sort of late 90s and early oh god, I can't get my words out, in the late 80s and early 90s, Transformers was a big, huge part of my childhood. Into adulthood, I've not really been that interested in Transformers, and I think that's probably based on the films that they released. I enjoyed the first film they released, but then the rest after that I wasn't very keen. But I'm really happy to add this into the collection, and like I said, this was £45. It's not a cheap game by any stretch, and the reason why I believe that this was £45 is just due to the licensing and it not being in the store. So you need to have the physical copy of this particular game. You can play as 5 of the Autobots. You wreak havoc on the Decepticons. That's already got me there. So let me know in the comments. I'm yet to play it. I've only watched gameplay footage of this on YouTube. So let me know in the comments what you think of this game. I think it's got a mixed bag of reviews, but I don't really take reviews as fact. There's games that get really low reviews that I absolutely love, and there's games that get really high reviews that I just can't get on with. So I make up my own judgment on that. So let's talk about this holiday handheld. So I mentioned before that I'm going away soon, and I didn't want to take my Nintendo Switch. One, it's just too big. Secondly, I don't want it to get stolen or lost or damaged. So I was going to either get a PSP or a Game Boy Advance. I settled on the PS Vita based upon a conversation I had with Wayne's World of Gaming, a very good friend of mine. If you haven't already, go and check out his channel. Super cool guy. Really, really good collection of PlayStation. Very expensive and he's got some big, huge things coming. So if you haven't already, go and check out Wayne. Drop him a subscribe and support him where you can. So yeah, I picked up the PS Vita, and oh my god, it's night and day the condition of this compared to the one that they sent me originally. In the window, it had some fingerprints and it was dirty. And we talked about that in the shop. I said, surely, if you're selling a device like this, you want to put it in the window, you want to get it sold, you want to make sure that it is pristine. And he said, we dropped the ball on that one. It should have been cleaned. We get told from, I don't know, the head office or whoever it is, area manager, or whoever it is, that stuff needs to be nice in the windows. So there you have it. It should be nice and clean when it comes to you. Unfortunately, we know if you've bought something, it usually doesn't come like that. So we picked it up, and here it is. My brand spanking fresh, clean PS Vita. I've had this for 48 hours now, and I am absolutely loving this. The screen is so nice. The graphics are excellent on the games. The one thing that I think just lets it down slightly, and it's probably due to the OLED screen, is the battery doesn't last as long as what I was hoping. But I guess it is only a small battery. The OLED screen takes up a lot of power. But other than that, it is really, really good. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with the customer service that I got in returning this. I'm so happy with the condition it's come in. And was it all worth it? Probably, yeah, because I probably should have just gone and got this from the store originally. But anyway, the only other thing that I'm not so keen on is the analog stick is very close to the D-pad, and my finger, I've got quite a big thumb, so it does slip off from time to time. But just have a look at that. It is really, really nice. It's got I've made it dirty, but I can just wipe that. All I was worried about was, are there going to be scratches on the screen that's going to take my eye off the game, because all I'm going to be looking for is the scratch. So we managed to get this, and it was £140 unboxed. Now, a lot of people in the comment section was talking about that charger that I got, and I was under the impression that to get the unboxed price, you had to have the official charger. So I've always, when I've traded in DS's, phones, electronics, made sure I had the actual official control charger, because otherwise I didn't want to get it to be marked down to a C or discounted. That's not actually true, apparently, because they checked the guide. It doesn't matter if you have a third party charging unit with these consoles. So now I know I don't need to go out and hunt for official chargers, and I can probably just replace it and sell them on for a little bit more. So we have that. So this one did come with a third party charger. It is really tight getting it in there. I don't know if it's tight on the official charger. So can you let me know if it's supposed to be very tight to get like, I'm literally scared I'm going to snap it inside. I'm going to be looking at getting an official charger off of eBay more than likely. So yeah, I'm not going to go through the games because I've got games already on there. So we are all set for holiday, and I'm so happy. So we now have 0 vouchers. That is what we are starting with 0 vouchers. You've already seen the start of the PlayStation 4 and 5 collection. I've added Transformers Devastation into that collection. I need to go out on the hunt again to find some undervalued games that I can trade into CEX, because I don't have anything else in my possession I want to trade in. Everything that's been traded in has been traded in tactically. So anything that CEX sell for, say, £12, but they give you an £8 voucher, I traded in, just because losing out on £4 is basically the price I was willing to accept for the postage, the actual package, my time to go and take things to post offices and stuff. So I've done that. The rest of the stuff doesn't have that that sort of value, so that won't be traded in. So yeah, now that the weather's getting a little bit better, I'm hoping the car boot sales are going to start opening up, and we can start going out and getting some bargains. But I know there's going to be so much competition out there for resellers who do exactly the same as what I do. So yeah, that has been today's episode. So what have we done? We got a refund on the PS Vita from CEX. Can't big up the staff in the local enough. I'm really super happy with the conditions, super happy with the actual console. We headed into my other CEX, picked up the Transformers game. I'm very happy with how my collection is shaping up. And finally, people keep asking me about my water bill. They came last week and did an investigation, and it was deemed that it was their responsibility for the leak. So I was so well prepared in doing what I'm doing. It set me ahead, and it's actually sorted me out a little bit for my holiday. So happy days on that. Thank you very much for everybody's advice on that. But yeah, I do not need to pay that £1,100 water bill, because it is deemed their fault, their responsibility, and they're going to come and sort that out. So guys, if you've enjoyed this, please make sure you hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Let me know if you've enjoyed the new format. Let me know what you want to see in the future, because I'm all about game hunting. I'm not about bashing CEX. I wouldn't have the collection I have without CEX and taking in the games. So let me know in the comments. I've been Chris. This is Retro Smash TV. I will see you in another video very soon. Take care.